Hi everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles Action Figure Mystery Box Search 135, I believe. If not, it'll be corrected on the screen as I'm talking now, so hopefully I got that right. Click like, hit subscribe, guys. Leave me your questions and comments. Always nice to hear from people. And let's see what we got. Star Trek First Contact. I had the warp ship in the last video. I don't know, guys. I'm a Star Trek fan. I've watched, I think, everything except the very newest one, whatever it's out now, because I don't have Paramount Plus or whatever it's on. Yeah, I don't know. There's just not much. There's not a lot of interest in this stuff. So I don't know if this will go right in the $5 box for one of the shows or flea markets. You know, maybe with the holiday season coming up, I'll go ahead and maybe list them really cheap and see if I can't sell them, or list them as a lot. I just don't know. I just don't know. It's tough because they're great figures, but just not, nobody's buying them. Nobody knew is really coming into the Star Trek market and collecting it and picking it up, and there's huge quantities of this stuff out there still new in the package. As you've seen just from my videos, you know, and I'm living in Iowa in a rural, very small market area. Could you imagine how many of these things are still around in a larger populated area, you know, a metropolitan area, large city? There's got to be hundreds of thousands of these things out there yet that survived and just don't have that many people looking for them. So I'm going to put these back here quick. I'll quit my whining about them, but gosh, we are sure on a roll these last few videos, weren't we? With some really neat stuff, some older figures and some unusual stuff. Now it seems it's kind of like we're back to square one a little bit. But we got a couple more boxes. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go for the jugular on this one. This one says G.I. Joe. So I'm hoping. Well, it can't be bad as Star Trek or Green Carded Star Wars. Let's find out. Well, I might be a little bit wrong about that. Boy, there's a lot of them in there. Oh, Pomida. If you're looking for or watching this from outside the Midwest, you never probably heard of Pomida. It's a local discount retail chain. Let's see, Esterville, Iowa. G.I. Joe figure, $2. That's it. That was back on 05. It says one figure. Well, I don't know which one it was. Are these the keychains? No, it doesn't. It says Spy Troops. I'm not familiar with this line. Oh, that comes with must be a DVD or a game. Shipwreck. Oh, here's some more receipts. Oh, Snake Eyes. Those always sell. This box is going to take a little bit, so I'm just warning you. Don't be in a hurry. There's a lot of stuff in here. That's kind of cool. I even got the sales slip. I don't think I've got one of those before. Yeah, more G.I. Joe. $1.39, $1.29. Same place. I guess I'm not. Yeah, it doesn't say on that one. East something. There's Walmart, Stouffer's Lasagna, Granny Apple, J.L. Carter assortments. That must be Johnny Lightning. Shopko, G.I. Joe figure with CD, $1.69. That's out of Sioux Falls on 04. Shopko, also Sioux Falls on 04. $1.69. Dollar General die-cast cars and G.I. Joe mission assortment, $2. Esterville, Iowa. When is that? 05. Here's another Shopko G.I. Joe, Watertown, South Dakota on 05, January of 05. And G.I. Joe, that's Pomida in, that's not going to tell me again, just says 2nd Avenue East. It's got to be Iowa, it's a 712 prefix. 11/11/04. Okay, so lots of stuff there. Definitely went around and focused on these, I guess. Oh, good, Cobra Commander. That's usually a pretty good seller. I can get through the first. Oh, more Cobra Commanders. Will not turn down those. Probably by the time you see this, I've already been at the G.I. Joe show, but this is about 2 weeks before the actual show or actual event, so I think I'm going to have a few new pieces to take along to the G.I. Joe convention. That'll be really cool. Dr. Mindbender, Beachhead, 2003. I can't remember now. I got to talking if I did the date. Now let's see. Okay, well here's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to figure out which ones to grab out of there. I think I'm going to stick with these for now. That seems to be the theme here. Another Snake Eyes. Got a lot of Shipwreck. Another Cobra Commander. So no problem with the Snake Eyes and Cobra Commanders for sure. Oh, Firefly, that's a new one. I think I had one or two Zartans. Well, I got two now at least. I think I had some others earlier in the batch. And let's see here. Another Zartan. Recondo, I think that's the first one of those we've got out of here. Probably, may not be the last, so I got, oops, I just grabbed one. So there's Roadblock and Firefly. And there's a Dusty. That should be the first Dusty, I believe, that came out of there. And then we have another Dusty and yet another Cobra Commander and another Cobra Commander. So, wow, that's actually looking really decent. Now this looks like this is all Valor versus Venom. And, oh, there's a receipt taped right to it. Walmart. Yeah, there's 4 G.I. Joes on there back in, let's see, September of 05. And it was in Iowa again with the prefix. I'm not sure which town though. It didn't say on there. Haven't sold a ton of the Valor versus Venom stuff, but I haven't had a lot of different characters. So, you know, whatever comes back for me from the G.I. Joe show, I guess I'll probably just put them online and see what happens with the holiday sales coming up. Yeah, this is quite a bit newer. I shouldn't say newer. Different character sets than I've had before. I don't recognize any of these. Well, Snake Eyes Duke, Cobra Commander, that can't be bad. Baroness, Cobra Commander, and Cobra Trooper can't be bad. So this is turning out. Whoops, another receipt turning out to be pretty good. Be careful there. Okay, what do we got? G.I. Joe comic. It says $5. I think that's probably this though, because there's a comic in there. It's marked at $5. And that was back in 05 again, February of 05, and Albert Lee, Minnesota. Now these are a little different. I don't know if I've had the Marine Scout Marksman on that, so that's pretty cool. And then I've got the Marine Small Gunner. So yeah, some really new stuff in there. I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a second and pack this up, and we'll get right back to that last box. Okay, there we go. Got that G.I. Joe stuff out of the way. That box certainly made up for the Star Trek. Let's see if we can keep the ball rolling here. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've had any of those. The Atlantis, the Disney movie. It is a great movie. I've always enjoyed that one. Yeah, that's the Leviathan. Looks like a whole playset in there. It's got, let's see, is his name Milo? I think it's Milo. I'm just looking to see if, oh, there we go. See if I can find a date on it. 2000. Oh, there, it opens up. Boy, that's a cool little playset. That's really neat. I like that. And it looks to be all Atlantis toys. Let's see. Yeah, you got the Sub Pod. Oh, Milo, I was right. Milo Thatch. These have a little bit of a film on them that I think they'll clean up. Looks like they must have had two different sizes. Those are both Vinny. This must be about a 3-inch, and that must be about a 6-inch, I'm guessing. So a couple different series of them. I'm going to try and pull the smaller ones out. More Milos. Let's see, they had Vinny, Kita, Dr. Sweet, Helga, Rourke, and Molaire, but I haven't seen any of the other Milo's. The only one I've been seeing in this size. Oh, and Vinny, I guess. There was another Vinny. Let's see what we got in the large ones. Okay, more Milo. Molaire, boy, those are really sharp figures. I tell you, the detail on them is really, really nice. I don't know if it's going to be like the Batman stuff, which are really nice and aren't worth a lot. And here we go. Last two, I got, whoops, Princess Kita and Rourke. So, well, that's really neat. I'll have to do some research on that. Hey guys, you know what? Check out our other videos. Thanks for watching.